Yeah, hi guys. So I guess I'm gonna make one more technique video for all details for tightening, because I saw so many videos online on YouTube when people rebuild the engines and everything, but they never show details about how much torque you need to tighten your bolts and everything. So it's like more complicated. For sure, I'm gonna leave still link in description for website that give you all information about pretty much all torques on all N63 engine. I think there is even more. Engines available. I'm not sure. I didn't check actually, so you can check that. So yeah, so I guess I'm gonna show you first for rod bearings. Those one, what's happening? You need to those one for cylinders. So what's happening is that first you need to replace those bolts for a new one, and the process is like this: you tight first 5 newmeters of torque, 20 meters of torque, and 30 meters of torque. Then you turn 75 degrees, and then you lose 180. So like this, you repeat 3 times the process. Every time you lose for 180 degrees. And last time, the fourth one, you're gonna do again the same process. So 5, 20, 30 newmeters of torque, and then 75 degrees turn. So that's how it's gonna be for pretty much all of them. What else? Yeah, I'm gonna show you a little bit later the process of timing belt, timing chain, basically, like for tension, because you need to use you need pretty much preset with special tool your tension and chain before you're gonna set your chain by cams on top and by crank. So there is like some process to do. Again, a lot of information on internet how people doing they using different tools, but problem with this is that again some information is missing. Like my situation, it was like when I preset the tension, the tool is special, so for how much I need to tighten my bolt, and like same time this tool is Chinese, so I wasn't being sure if like I need to use exactly the preset that BMW give you. So at the end it was actually, yes, it was this. Some people say like, oh, just tight with hand, like with fingers, but it's weird. So I use it BMW process, so pretty much 0.6 newmeters of torque on bolt that gonna preset your tension. Then you set your crank, you set your cams. As soon as you all tight it and everything is set, then you remove the stool and you put your tensioner. What else? Yeah, anyway, the process I'm gonna show you later, it's because there is some stuff to verify too, because every time you adjust, you need to do 180 degrees, at least 180 or 360. I mean 360 every time, pretty much. So what's happening else? Yeah, and when you do 360, sometime even with preset of tensioner, sometime even with perfect adjustment, you still sometime put your special tool to check if you're correct, and you still off. So you need to like pretty much adjust, move your cam in advance a little bit, then pull it back with your tool to make sure the tool touch both sides, and do the process again. Same time you can also leave the preset tensioner tool on place while you still processing of doing this, just in case, like, if it's not correct, well, you already have preset tension. And at the end, when you see that clearly, like you're turning several times 360 and it's still like it's in good condition, like everything is set properly, then you can put your tensioner back and try it again, because even with tensioner, sometimes it doesn't do the job correctly. So just to make sure. So yeah, for the rest, give you some details about small bolts like this. But again, those one pretty much 10-15 Nm of torque. I'm gonna give you details later. Yeah, some stuff I see the idea why we need to preset it by exact torque, but some of them, to be honest, I don't see the point. Like, and it's not my first engine that I'm doing, and it's not my last one, and never had problems. So pretty much, if you feel your hand and your force, well, you're gonna be good. So that's the point. Those one for sure, you better to be careful, because on this engine I feel like the bolt is pretty small everywhere, so it's really easy to over tight and break them. Then you have problems. You need to remove again, remove the broken bolt. So it's like it's too complicated. So for sure, if you are not used to that kind of stuff, like you don't know how much force you need to use it, you better to do all preset with torque, exact torque that BMW give you. If not, go with your hand and with your how you feel it, as much as it's like pretty tight. Yeah, that's the stuff. I might be not exactly like some people might not agree with me, but how to say, I learn from YouTube. I learn from different sources. I learn by myself how I feel that like it's gonna be logically correct and logically not. So yeah, so that's why I choose my way to do it. And till now, after pretty much over 60 cars, a lot of engines rebuilt, like have no problem with that. So yeah. So, but for sure, there's gonna be comments that like I'm using some shitty job. But anyway, each on taste, and that's how we're doing. The most important is to make sure that at the end it's work. From my case, I know my work, and I know that's gonna work. For the rest, it's each on to choose what way he wanna go. So that's the stuff.